I really hope you guys can't hear the rain outside. It is kind of loud. I'm gonna show you something. All right, I'm wearing my blue Airs Tour hoodie. I've been losing a lot of weight lately, and I just want to show you how this hoodie looks on me. I know I don't have a good frame for this, but this is where my belly is. All right, the thing is so long. It's as long as a dress. Hello everyone, my name's Alyssa. Welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel, and in today's video I'm going to be ranking all of Taylor Swift's Grammy outfits. Now, I know I've been doing a lot of ranking videos lately. I promise in the future I do have videos that I will not be doing rankings for, and I've already written scripts for 2 different videos. So I do plan on doing that at some point in the future, but for now, I thought it might be fun to do a video like this. I know there's not so much of a reasoning going into this video because the Grammys happened like 2 months ago. Was it 1 month ago? When were the Grammys? I don't really watch award shows, so I have no idea when they were at. Taylor wasn't there, so I wasn't watching, so. But in this video, I thought I would do a quick little ranking because Taylor's only gone to the Grammys so many times, so there's not like a ton of outfits for me to rank, and I'm not doing anything like after party sort of stuff. I'm just doing like the main red carpet Grammy looks. So I'll be able to go through things pretty quickly, and also I'm not like a very fashionable person, so like I don't have so much to say about each thing. Just kind of going based on how much I like them, and you can let me know in the comment section down below what your favorite Grammys outfit and maybe what your least favorite one is. But now I'm gonna kind of talk about the tiers that I have come up with for this. So at the very top, we of course have God tier. This is for the best of the best looks, even though I would never be able to afford any of these things, never be able to pull them off. There's no notes. There's nothing to be said about them because they're just that beautiful. And then a second tier, I have blue dress on a boat. Simply iconic. It's never been done before, never can be done again. It's just amazing. Almost God tier. It's close to being at the top, but not quite there. But for the most part, this outfit is beautiful. And then we have my third tier, which is just gorgeous. You know, not every dress and look need to be above and beyond, but a lot of them, Taylor's just looking great and she's gorgeous. So those are just simply that tier. All right, and then the fourth tier is lost in the memory. It's there, but don't think about it that much. It's not really resurfacing in my memory all that much. This look could go away and I probably wouldn't even notice that it was ever gone to begin with. At the very bottom of the list, we have no thank you. Just whoever came up with this idea, whoever styled this, you're fired. All right, granted, I would never be able to create anything better, but like something has to be at the bottom, and these were just a big no for me. Let's get on with the video. So starting off with Taylor Swift's very first Grammys. I don't know the years or like the actual numbers of Grammys. I didn't prepare very much for this, but her very first Grammys, I believe, was in 2008. She ended up wearing this purple dress that, I hate to say it, but I don't really like this dress. I think the cutoff from like the top to the skirt part looks really weird. Like it doesn't look like they mesh well. It's like she put on like a corset top and then put on a skirt underneath it. It doesn't look like it's just one solid dress. They just don't match very well. There's just not much of a flow, if that makes sense. Love the color. It's not a color Taylor wears very much, but I do really like the color. I will say I don't really like the hair and the makeup as much. Like we've seen much better, but it is debut Taylor, so it's like it's iconic now because that's just the young Taylor Swift. But overall, as a dress, as an outfit, I don't really like this one. I think she's just had way better, and even in the debut era, I think there's just been a lot more iconic and better looks. So this one, if I have to put some things towards the bottom of the list. So this one I'm personally putting in the no thank you tier. Moving on to what I believe is the 2009 Grammys. She ended up wearing this black dress. There's just not much to say about it. It is just a black dress, nothing too special. It does have a very interesting neckline. The little cut isn't my favorite. I don't really like just how open it is, and also again, it's just a black dress. There's nothing super exciting about the look. There's more interesting, but it's not necessarily a bad look, so I'm gonna put this one in lost in the memory. It just doesn't scream anything super exciting to me. And then we get to the iconic 2010 Grammy. This is when Taylor, to this day, has won the most Grammys out of any Grammy event. She ended up winning 4 this night. Ended up being her very first Album of the Year win for Fearless. And she wore this blue sparkly dress. It's a very dark blue dress. For the most part, I really like this dress. I think it has a nice, like, interesting back. Her hair, I forgot to mention the one with the black dress. Her hair looked pretty good in that one, but her hair, especially in this one, looks great. Again, there's kind of a weird cutout, the little square part. I don't really like that all that much. And I still think she has some more memorable looks, but this dress is also, like, really beautiful. I do still really like this one, so I'm gonna put this one in gorgeous. It is really close to being blue dress on a boat. It's close to being there. But with some of the other looks that I know are coming up, I think this one I'm gonna have to knock down a tier. And then next up, have what I believe is the 2012 Grammys, which she ended up winning 2 different Grammys for the song Mean. And this dress, I really, really like it. Part of her chest has a beautiful, like, heart cut out. It's not necessarily a cutout because there's still fabric there, but it is really, really beautiful. I mean, I think this dress is, like, one of her most underrated Grammy looks. I will say the original, like, with the bun, with her hair all pulled back, I don't like that as much, but, like, when you get a picture of her with her bangs out, so much better. Looks so much better on her. I guess I'm not used to seeing Taylor's forehead because she looks a little bit weird with her hair, like, completely pulled back out of her face. But the dress itself is really pretty. I think the look itself is cute, especially again with her bangs out. The hair looks amazing. So for that, I'm going to be putting this one in blue dress on a boat. And then we have 2013 Grammys, where I believe, was this the year she won for Safe and Sound? This is really testing my knowledge here. I think this is when she won a Grammy for Safe and Sound. This dress, I think, is also pretty underrated. This white dress, I think the back of this is really pretty. I know the straps, I get that not everyone might like it, but I really love how the straps kind of go around on the back and even on the front a little bit. Also, the hair looks amazing. Always big on the hair, and her hair looks fantastic. I know I'm not really one who should be speaking about hair because I don't know how to style my hair. I barely can put my hair in a ponytail, so. But listen, her hair looks beautiful in a lot of these looks. That's why I'm kind of tanking on the very first Grammys, because the hair does not look as good when you're going against a lot of these other outfits that have, I guess I should be saying looks because it's not just the outfit, but these looks that have better hair. The hair looks a lot better in these. What can I say? I think I'm also going to be putting this on blue dress on a boat because I don't think I can necessarily put it in God tier. But you know what I probably can put up in God tier is the 2014 Grammy look. I don't know what to say. Probably any of the moments of her hair, this one's my favorite. It doesn't matter when it was up in the ponytail. I mean, Taylor doesn't usually wear ponytails very often, especially for red carpets. But even when the hair was down, this length is beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Unfortunately, this was marked by her loss of every single Grammy for the Red album. It won nothing, especially the Album of the Year loss. I think that was the most unfortunate one out of them all. I mean, I think we all know Red really does deserve Album of the Year. It's an incredible album. So that's unfortunate, but the outfit itself I think is gorgeous. I know it might be a little bit more simple, but the look, the makeup and the hair I think are really carrying this look, but the outfit itself is still really beautiful. It's not necessarily simple, but it's a little bit more simple than some of the more extravagant outfits that you will see people wear at the Grammys, not just necessarily this year, but like just in general at the Grammys. And I love this look. I think it worked out really well, especially for an album like Red. I know she's not necessarily like going in and representing the album and stuff, but like I think it works really well for part of the era, and especially transitioning between Red and 1989. I think this one was a really good look. I think it worked out really well. So this is definitely a God tier for me. And then next up, we have the 2015 Grammy look. I've been on a little bit of a journey with this one. I used to like it more, and then I just kind of don't like it, and it's like, I can't really make up my mind on how I feel about it. I love the blue color. The hair, I like the length, but it's not necessarily my favorite. The makeup's alright, but it's just kind of a weird cut where you kind of got the skirt, and then it's like still coming out. But I think my biggest problem is with the shoes. I just feel like those purple wedges just don't actually match the blue dress. It just looks a little bit strange. And again, I just don't think this is the best dress that she's ever worn, but I don't like completely hate it or anything like that. But I just think we've seen way better, and I don't know what it is about this outfit that it's just like not right outside of the shoes. Something else just feels kind of wrong, but I'm not really sure what it is. But I will be putting this one in Lost in the Memory because I think there's just more iconic looks. And then we have the 2016 Grammys with Miss Coconut Hair. Now, she ended up winning Album of the Year for 1989, won 2 other Grammys, I think Best Pop Vocal Album, and then Best Music Video for Bad Blood. And it was a rough time, especially in her life with everything kind of going around at the time that this Grammys happened. But this dress. Anytime I see people talking about Grammy looks, this tends to either be people's favorite or something that's always up in God tier. And I'm gonna be getting a lot of hate for this, but I hate this look. This is my least favorite Grammys look she's ever had. Like, this is instantly going in, no thank you. I hate this. First of all, the hair is so ugly. You can say what you want, I don't like the coconut head. It looks so ugly. Honestly, I don't know who that like hairstyle would look good for. It just looks bad. I don't think anyone can really pull that off. It's just ugly. Two-piece I don't like. She's just wearing a tube top and a skirt. There's nothing really that exciting about it. And also the color, I feel like the colors just look really weird next to one another. It doesn't look like a Grammys outfit. It's just ugly. Those two colors don't look amazing next to each other. The fit is just bad. The hair is awful. No thank you. Instantly to the bottom. It almost deserves to be in its own tier for just being that bad. I'm gonna get so much hate for saying that because I know people love this look and I don't understand. I will never understand why people love it that much, and I guess that's okay because maybe some of my higher ranked outfits you might not understand why I love it so much. So I guess we can agree to disagree. Now that I'm off of my little rant there about that Grammy dress, we get to move on to many years later. She skipped going to the Grammys because Reputation only got nominated for one category. Disrespectful. That masterpiece of an album. Grammys don't get it. They don't get it. Scammies, they wouldn't understand. Lover barely got nominated either, so she didn't show up. But when she finally did show back up, was for the 2021 Grammys for Folklore. And this outfit I've also been on a little bit of a journey with. There's moments where I kind of like it. Other times it's not my favorite. I know with the whole Folklore and Evermore sort of aesthetic that her hair is just kind of styled in a certain way and she dresses a certain way, kind of adds the aesthetic, which isn't my personal favorite look. The hair though is fine. I just think the dress, I think my problem with it is at some point it almost looks kind of cheap. Like, granted, I know I would never be able to afford it, but like, if you're gonna be wearing an expensive dress, I feel like you would want it to look like an expensive dress. If you're gonna be dropping that kind of money on an outfit like this, I want it to look like that. And it almost looks like somebody just took a hot glue gun, these little plasticky flower things that you can probably go get at Hobby Lobby or Michael's for like $3 and glued it on a dress. Yeah, it's just, and I think part of the dress actually ended up ripping too. So not my favorite there, but I think it's cute. It's cutesy. And so for that, I think I'm going to be putting that in the gorgeous tier because I do think it's a nice overall look. It's just definitely not my favorite of looks. And then with this Grammys, I mean, she won Album of the Year. I mean, she did only win one Grammy, but hey, that photo is so iconic. And then next we have 2023. That was the next Grammy where I believe isn't this where All Too Well won, the short film? See, sometimes that cutoff confuses me because it came out in 2021, so yeah, it would be at the 2023 Grammys. And she was wearing this beautiful midnight blue sort of color outfit. I've also had feelings with this one, and I had to be a little bit restrictive with myself by not putting all these last 3 outfits are truly some of my like most favorite Grammy looks, and I don't want to just like put everything up in God tier. So I did hold back this one, and I did decide to just put this one in blue dress on a boat. I love the hair. The outfit itself I think is really pretty too. I love the color. This one I think is a nice crop top because at least they match with one another and it's not a really big gap. I love how just like the long sleeve and stuff. I think the reason why I got docked points is because I don't really like the earrings, but maybe that's just me and like personal phobia with having things that heavy on your ears because I can feel the uncomfortableness through a photo whenever somebody's wearing earrings that big. Anytime I look at earrings just too heavy, it makes me kind of cringe. Not cringe, it just makes me uncomfortable. I just don't like it that much. The earrings are beautiful. Even though I just feel like they're not the best look for the outfit itself. I think it just doesn't match as well, but otherwise I think the outfit itself is really beautiful. And then we have the 2024 Grammys. I love this dress. I love it. I love the gloves. Like, this is the look that lives rent-free in my mind. Without a doubt, this one's going up in God tier. I think about it too much. I'm not a big fan of chokers. I hate things touching my neck, so that also kind of makes me cringe a little bit just looking at that. I'm just like, But I think it works really well with the outfit. The hair maybe isn't my favorite, but I think the overall look is fantastic. Ended up winning 2 different Grammys that night, ended up announcing the Torture Poets Department. I think as a transition between Midnights and TTPD, which even though I know it kind of fits more with Torture Poets than it does with Midnights, I think it just worked really well, and I love the look. It's gorgeous. But it's more than gorgeous, because otherwise it would be in the gorgeous category. But I love it. Granted, I know like some of these other looks might be better, but like I think about it too much. I think about it too much for it not to be in God tier. I think it's beautiful, amazing. And then finally we have the 2025 Grammys, where the Torture Poets got snubbed for everything. That was wrong. However, this might be my favorite Grammys look. I don't know, because that 2014 one, but like I think dress-wise this one's my favorite. So like without a doubt this is going up in God tier. But in terms of like the hair and makeup, I think the 2014 one still wins. That's kind of hard. The hair in this one's really good too. It's kind of hard to compare the hair because they're at different lengths, but the hair here is beautiful. I love the makeup, the dress. Taylor looks great in red. There's not many colors that she can't pull off. I think almost just any color she can pull off, except for kind of yellow and orange. Particular looks look good on her. Some of them don't look as good. They have to be the right shade. It's more yellow than orange. I think it gets a little hard because she has blonde hair. I think anyone, such as if you have white skin and blonde hair, pulling off yellow can be difficult. Doesn't always work. But red, I think for me, red, blue, and pink are Taylor's like big 3 colors that she can really pull off. I think those colors tend to look the best on her. And we can see it here. This red shade, amazing. Looks amazing on her. Especially with her signature red lip. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that is my finalized ranking of all of Taylor's Grammy looks. Again, I know this is kind of an unconventional time to be doing this because there's not much of a reason to be doing it since the Grammys haven't happened anytime recently, but this is a new channel, so I'm like just doing videos that I think people might want to see. And this is my probably controversial Grammy ranking. I know I'm going to hear a lot of slack for that 2016 ranking, but I'm going to be standing on my podium and I'm going to be telling you it's ugly. I really need to go to bed because, oh my gosh, it's 10:44 p.m. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'd appreciate if you liked and subscribed to my channel. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone!